Hey, what's up guys and gals? This is KaptinFathead coming at you with a bit of a new video series that I've been wanting to do for a little while, and I hope you'll enjoy it. And the series is going to be called Remembering Home, and basically it's me sharing my experience that I had on PlayStation Home from when I first heard about it to PlayStation Home's closing. And I first heard about PlayStation Home while watching TV, while mainly specifically watching X-Play on the G4 TV network. You remember that? Does anyone remember that actually? That was back when X-Play was actually kind of funny. But I believe it was around 2008 is when I first heard about it. It was maybe about early to mid 2008. I think Adam Sessler was showing a segment on it, and I was kind of intrigued by it. It was different from what I saw, and I just recently got into online gaming. I didn't really get an online internet connection until 2007. So really, I was only playing a couple games online. Then I heard about PlayStation Home and I thought, oh, that'd be cool, actually get to meet up with different people, customizable avatars. I was really into games that allowed for customization of your character. And I thought, oh, alright, when's this going to come out? And I heard that I think at the time, it was going to be a smaller open beta, which would be in, what was it? Late November, early December 2008. So I was like, alright, cool, can't wait to hear more. And then I heard that, if you do certain things, you could get into the open beta quicker, or, like a month earlier, something of that. I really don't remember exactly. But I remember Sony's subscription service Core, which, basically, instead of getting a physical magazine, you would basically get a digital magazine for your PlayStation 3, which I didn't care for it at the time, but I bought into it anyway, because I thought, hey, if I could get on PlayStation Home quicker, I could check it out, meet up with people, just chat, play different games, make some friends on the PlayStation Network, since I was a relatively new user. And I know X-Play did a thing too, where you could, there's like a contest going on, I think, and you could get into the PlayStation Home beta quicker, but never really heard anything back from them, and yeah, I didn't win the contest, whatever that was. But then I remember downloading the PlayStation Home theme from the PlayStation Store, if I remember this correctly, and then it was probably about a few days later I get an email saying, oh, well, you've been invited into the beta. I was like, oh, alright, this is pretty cool. So I get on, go through all the instructions and whatnot. And I didn't know what to think of it at the time. I thought PlayStation Home would have potential, but right now it felt kind of empty. And of course it was when it was kind of lesser known. There really wasn't much advertisement behind it. Like, hey, open beta for this game, everyone come check it out. That, and there really wasn't much to do. You could chat with other users. You could do different dance moves. You could put the classic bubble machine. That was one of the first inventory items everyone would have, and everyone would come to recognize and use. And you only had a few spaces. I mean, you had your harbor studio for your personal space, which you could invite people into, which I think I only invited a few people at the time. Made a couple friends when I, within the first week or two of playing PlayStation Home, the smaller, I'm just going to call it the smaller closed beta, because as far as my memory serves me, it definitely wasn't as big as what it became like a year or two later. Alright, I'll actually say this. I was in the PlayStation Home beta before Central Plaza got completely revamped, or reamped, if I'm even pronouncing that right. Before Central Plaza got completely changed into what people remember it now. The Central Plaza was structured really differently, and at the time I did kind of like it. It could have used a lot more. I kind of like how Central Plaza eventually evolved into what many home users now remember it as, or used to remember it as. Anytime I went on there, probably within first couple months, and I kept going on it consistently, because I wanted to see what was new, what would be added. I was always at the bowling alley. I remember that specifically, the bowling alley. And the movie theater was kind of fun though too, although kind of for a long while there was nothing really new added to that. So it was mainly just, you know, either chatting with users out in the Central Plaza. I think there was the railing glitch was available at the time. You could do the railing glitch within the mall, within the two-story mall. And yeah, then there was just the arcade games like Echo Chrome, and I think Icebreaker was the other big one. And those were the ones that you can win rewards for your avatar. Although I remember there was like some sort of glitch that whenever you logged off home and then logged back on, sometimes you would lose those rewards. But I remember getting the Icebreaker. It was one of the Icebreaker items. It may have been the hat or the shirt, but I remember that was one of the first actual in-game rewards that I had ever won on PlayStation Home. That, and I was still early enough in the beta where voice chat was available before that got completely taken down, which was probably a good thing because the people that were talking in that, holy crap. If you remember the language that was used in The Wolf of Wall Street, multiply that by about 10 and that's all you pretty much heard throughout the entire time. And then one day I do remember seeing a character that was completely dressed in an Echo Chrome outfit. You know, minus the head, which the person made their character bald, and I thought that was really interesting at the time. And little did I know that I don't remember the user's name. I wish I did, but little would I know that that kind of character, that kind of customization would eventually lead on to be the Homelings official costume on PlayStation Home, or their official uniform I should say, for PlayStation Home. And it's actually funny whenever I go back and think about that, like, I may have met one of the first few Homelings on PlayStation Home during that smaller closed beta. I think I may just leave it at that for right now. I don't want to get too much into detail because I feel like I could go off track pretty easily. And there's a few other subjects and key moments in PlayStation Home I'd like to talk about with you in the future. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Probably the next video I'm going to do, if this is well liked and well received by you guys, is how I got into clubs on PlayStation Home. And you'd be surprised, I actually kind of went through a few of them at the time. But I ended up, you know, I'm not even going to say any further. I'll leave that as it is. That's a teaser for the next video if you guys and gals enjoyed this video. So I'll leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.